All right, everybody. Welcome to Temtem. This is build 1.0 of Temtem. As of yesterday, 9/6, Temtem is officially out for all platforms. And I'm redoing these videos, one, because I wanted to put them up when Temtem was finally out for everybody, because I knew they were going to change some stuff. And secondly, I had a guy on my previous videos who would just give me all sorts of advice, and that's not what I'm going for. What I'm going for here is just a walkthrough play style of what's going to work best for me. And if you have questions, just leave them in the comments of the videos, and I will do my best to answer them for the next time. But we're starting a brand new character, because why not? That's fine. That eye color is going to be blue, obviously. Hair, I always pick that. Spike, go dark brown with go teal tips, because that's just who I am. I like plain jersey. Go with a teal undershirt. I'm not a fan of most of these, but we can change that as we go. I think I'll just go with jeans right now. Dark blue jeans. Oh. Black. Yeah. Keep it cool. Keep it black sneakers. That'll be fine. Always go rucksack. Go with a black bag and a teal bedroll. Go with the second voice.
Oh.
And obviously, I'm not going to talk through all of the conversations because it takes a lot of time. Ina is your foster mother. She's waking you up for the day. Oh, I like that so much better. That's pretty cool. They changed that from the previous build where you just start in that point instead of waking up in the bed. That's pretty cool. Who's waiting for me? You sleepyhead, you don't remember?
Oh.
Oh, and the animations, yay.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Like that a lot better. Thank you. Thank you, Crema Games. Holy crap. Now, as I've mentioned, this is now officially available to be played on all systems. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC. I'm currently playing PC, obviously. I also have it on PlayStation 5, but will not be getting it for any other systems. Because I think 2 versions of the same game is enough. Here we are on the loading screen with a bunch of the Temtems that we all know. Hard to mention them all. Ooh, okay. I think this was present in the previous build, but that's pretty cool. Guy named Bacillus, Afterburn, congrats. Everyone's going crazy via meta.
Oh.
The entire town showed up. Leia. Everyone's chipped in some pocket money. And then Max shows up,
Oh.
and Professor Constantinos is here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
And as I mentioned in the previous iteration of this, I'll go over the tutorials. So the mini map is at the top right hand of the screen. The full map can be opened with back or I think the minus sign on Switch controllers. So or I'm guessing I think PlayStation it's the DualSense pad. And then all the quest stuff gets marked on the screen with the star tracker on, or sun tracker, whatever you want to call it, the design as the primary quest. Just go down, bypass all of the houses here, on our way to Professor Constantinos' lab. Yep, same starters, which is
Oh.
perfect. Yeah, Max has their Ori.
Oh.
As I've mentioned previously, Max is non-binary. That is a big thing in this game, that you can create a non-binary character, and Max seems to be one. Lets me choose. As I've established, this is Crystal.
Oh.
It is a Crystal Temtem, strong against electric and mental, but weak against fire and earth. Professor Constantinos had caught this particular one on the plains of Tukma near the Amethyst Barrens. If you don't choose a certain starter, you will be able to find them in the wild. That's one thing Pokemon doesn't have, is you cannot gain the other starters in the wild, which I really wish they will, especially with Scarlet and Violet coming out. Just wanted to give you a close-up on it. Next is Smazzy, my personal favorite. A melee Temtem, strong against Earth and Crystal, so it would have an advantage over Crystal there, but weak to the final one, Hushik. You won it in a pub brawl once in Lockburg. Never gotten to Lockburg, so I wouldn't know what island that's on. Not gonna go for that. I'm gonna go over to Hushik.
Oh.
Hushik or Hushik, combination of Houdini and Psychic is the name. A mental Temtem, strong against the neutral type in melee, but weak to Crystal. Brought it from my alma mater in Properton College. I did on the previous playthrough go with Hushik, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go with Smazzy on this one. I personally like Smazzy. Was my number one, so we're gonna go with Smazzy. And then it gets loaded on its Tem card. Trait, Fever Rush. Oh, that's new. I've never seen this particular trait on a Smazzy. When it gains a status condition like paralyzed, sleep, exhausted, its attack goes up. That's pretty cool. The plant there on the left of its trait sign is its breeding capability. Looks like it can breed up to 7 or 8 times. As you breed it down, the leaves darken out, and it'll go along. It's level 5. It is number 92 in the Tempedia Dex. We'll add it to our team. I'll check on the new Temtem. You check on the actions menu and select the squad option. And just like with Pokemon, and then you can enter into the details, see all the single values and technique values and all the techniques it has, plus the ones you can switch out in and out. Pretty cool. Back outside. Max gets mad that you got one and they didn't. One-on-one fight. Max and their Ori, which is number 2 in the Tempedia Dex. A digital type. Little robot. Against my monkey. Temtems can have up to 4 techniques, much like with Pokemon. And then you can choose a target. You want to use its base attack kick to kick the Ori. But then it hits me with Data Burst and knocks me out in one hit, because digital types are freaking overpowered.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh.
So Constantinos heals my Smazzy and gives me a 2Y. 2Y is basically Temtem's equivalent of Eevee. It can turn into one of 6 forms at 6 different locations in the world, but you cannot get there as of yet. You can't get to any of them for quite some time. It's a wind type. It has the technique Spoil Sport, which damage done with multi-target techniques increased by 25%.
Oh.
Some Tem cards and some bombs to heal up. And then now we've gotten through the tutorial section, going through the backpack. Now you can see the other players in the world. And as I've mentioned, there's an Xbox player. There's the Xbox symbol. Anyone with a computer tower and monitor as their item are using keyboards and mouse. I would have a gamepad near me. And there's one with a Switch symbol. That's cool. This guy's playing on Switch. Outcast NH. Funny. So yes, there are multiple ways of playing this game, and it's fully cross-progression, which is awesome. We're going to go talk to Clara here. She lost her pendant, and you just gotta tell her that you're gonna find it, which you will once you get the surfboard. This guy's cool. And then what's also really cool is that as you run around looking at other trainers who have Temtems out, you can you can click A near a Temtem and it'll add the base version of them to your Tempedia. I'll show you. You've fought Ori, but there's no data on it because you haven't caught one. Like I've seen Hushik. I've seen Saipat. I've seen one called Saipat, the duck one. The only one that's going to have any data is Smazzy and 2Y. Pretty cool. We'll continue on. Looks like... Ooh, there's a Kaku. There's so many people running around. It's pretty fun. But we're going to continue into the grass. Laura's going to stop us. But we're going to start by fighting our first Temtems. Hey, Saipat! Hooray! Basically capturing, you use the Tem cards, which act the same way as Pokeballs. They just digitize and go onto the cards. use our basic attacks to lower its HP. And then I'm going to use a Tem card. I'm going to wait, because one Tem card at level 2 should be enough to capture Saipat. Yeah. It has the trait Amphibian, which it gains speed and two levels of attack with being hit with a water technique. Very nice. This dude's just scooting around. That's pretty funny. Oh, you can get different loading screens? That's funny. That's funny. Emotes. And we get this guy, Pepe, Fishmonger. You tell him to go back to Fiametta, his wife. He has a Pajaro and a Pigapick. And this is talking about hold techniques. Techniques take X amount of turns to activate. In Smazzy's case, Martial Strike is one. It takes 2 turns to activate. And then once you use that technique, it returns to 0 so that you can use it again in another couple turns. Start by using Kick and Windblade. And Pick resists wind techniques, and then it bamboozled itself, so it became more evasive. That was dumb. So I won't be able to hit Pick for another turn, but we can double hit on Pajaro, which will knock the Pajaro out. Pick's Bamboozle will run out. Now, Shrill Voice, perfect. No, we're not going to use that again. Pick resists wind techniques. Gotta keep remembering that. Let's say the second best Temtem Tamer in Zadar. There's a Switch player and a PlayStation player. Cool. All in the same fight. You know what? I'm gonna back into town, heal up a bit. Right as I'm leaving the grass. Oh, Pajaro. You know what? Screw it. I'll do it. Saying we can run if we want to run. Going to. Boink. Kick. Stare. Which is a defensive lowering technique. Tem card, and then wait. I'm going to swap Saipat so we can get some experience from this. 1, 2, 3 pulses, and caught. Pajaro. The trait it has is Friendship. So it's immune to any offensive attacks that's leveled against it, so really fun. And Saipat gets a level. Good. Saipat is one of those Tems that can't evolve. It's a single stage. But it turns into a pretty decent water melee fighter. I'm just gonna run upstairs. Actually, I don't even have to run upstairs. I can talk to Aina. He'll heal.
Oh.
And now they're all healed up. Very nice. Big blow. More Switch players. I think it's pretty cool. Stuck. Ah, of course I get stuck in the... Ooh, a Tataroo! We've already gone through swapping. Tataroo's a setup fighter, and it's really cool. So we're gonna just knock out. We're gonna knock out the Saipat and catch the Tataroo. Tenderness drops attack. Y gets Water Blade, Martial Strike, Saipat. We're gonna. Not what I wanted, but that's fine. Oh, because Saipat is melee, it resists its own attacks. Or resists same attacks. So I'm gonna throw a Tem card at Tataroo. I'm gonna peck the Saipat. The Tem card uses Smazzy's turn. There we go. It has the trait Soft Touch. When attacking an asleep target, damage done is increased by 20% and target up. It is a neutral type, and it looks like its best single value is its attack at a 48. They max out at 50, if anyone's wondering. And then Saipat will fall. And everyone levels. Hooray. When I get out of here, I'm actually gonna swap Baharo and 2Y. So these guys can gain some levels in this fight. Double Tataroo fight. Water Blade. Heck. I can't even use Water Blade, so. Water Blade is one of those weird ones where it's very strong to start with, but if your Temtem isn't high enough level, it wipes out your stamina immediately. Terrible. But I swap into my starters. The Tataroo's hit with huge attack drops, and I'm gonna hit Shrill Voice. Which attacks both at the same time. Paharo gains level. Kick, and we're going to wait, and bang. Nice, Saipat gets an actual good attack now. In Martial Strike, but it still has to deal with its... It has to deal with its primary attack as being Water Blade. Go and open this box up, which includes a revive. Very nice. Show you the mini-map. The mini-map opens up as you explore the world, so Zadar is that small town with 4 buildings. We're now on the Bricol de Mar, which is the road leading up the coast. Obviously, the orange bit is the orange dot us. So they're just talking about how you can jump off of ledges, which we'll do. I'm gonna run around this dude who wants to fight all the time. A vital apple that restores 25 health points. I'm actually gonna go back to Ina's house and heal up again. I think I'm just gonna run. Yeah. Whoa! Oh, is that a was that a Raihan? Raikan?
Oh.
Was a giant disappeared. Pick. There was a giant monster. There was a giant Temtem. As I was leaving, as I was entering the house. That's cool. I don't know who that was. Must have been someone who's been playing for a while. There's no way they would have gotten a shiny or Luma Raikan that quickly. Luma is the word they use for their shiny forms. Lumas are just as hard, if not harder, to find than shiny mons. Going. This box, vital apple. This ledge is not accessible until you get the climbing gear, so those two boxes are gonna take a very long time to get. Twins now, we can fight. Lara and Sarah can't even figure themselves out. And we get two new Tems that we haven't seen before, Fomu and Swally. Fomu is the one on the right, kind of looks like a cute little narwhal with a cloud on his butt. And Swally is the bug wrapped in its own cocoon. Fomu uses bubbles, while tenderness, honestly, I got the stronger of the two. Fomu goes down. Swally tries to hit another tenderness. Paharo, which drops an attack another stage. Paharo gets Windblade at its next level, very nice. Girls dropping Pick-a-Pick. That will allow me to swap out for Tataru. Use a Windblade on Swally. Only using Tataru to get some experience on it. Oh, and it looked like Pick-a-Pick was trying to bamboozle its partner, but there was no one there. Now Paharo doesn't have any stamina, so we're going to pull Paharo out. Smazzy. Tataru's going to tenderness Pick-a-Pick. Which I probably should have done on the side path. Probably would have been better. But as you saw that little red circle around Saipat when Smazzy went for his attack that it deals less damage because of it. So gonna pull Tataru out just to want to get some experience, throw in my 2-eye again. Kick the Pick-a-Pick out of contention. Make Saipat use most of its health. That's dumb. So as we've come to figure out, if a Temtem uses all of its stamina and then some, it takes the rest of the cost out of its health. So we're gonna put this Saipat out of its misery as it physically exhausted itself. It literally exhausted itself using its techniques. But I notice that Mazzy's nearly dead, so we're going to beat him up. Oh, and they're looking at their Tempedias. I could have avoided that fight. In the previous build, those two would always fight you. They were looking at their Tempedias when I passed them. I could have avoided it altogether. I'm a dum-dum. Pajaro goes down. My Pajaro goes down. I anticipated that. And Kalazu nearly kills itself. Saipat just gained 2 levels, which is awesome. Mazzy, get your butt in here. We're going to rest. And Smazzy's gonna finish off Kalazu, who thankfully doesn't have Toxic Death. Oh god. And the bonus of having Pajaro knock itself out in that fight is I'm already at a heal station. I don't have to go all the way back now to Ina's house. Which allows all my Temtem to heal. There's the Tem deck, which allows me to swap Tems in and out. And then there's the vendor, who has a small shop full of stuff. These are just out in the world on various routes. And we'll then move into the northern section of the island here. That will be in the next video. We will start with the fight here, this dude, on the next video. But until next time, stay frosty, friends, and I hope you enjoy this. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below with any questions you may have. I will do the best that I can to answer them. And I have to reiterate yet again, this is not a full meta. I'm doing the best that I can for whatever reason. I'm just playing this for fun. So please don't be a dick in the comments. If you are, I'm going to have to block you. Can't believe I have to say that, but I'm going to. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me.